We decided to get ourselves a cart for the welder. We've been sitting on the ground and we carried it around, and I thought it's time to get a cart for it and put it on there. I can put all the tools with it, keep it all together. So we got one of these from Harbor Freight. We looked at Northern Tool and Harbor Freight, and they both had basically the same identical cart. They were like same price. I think they're $4.49 for both of them, but we had a 25% off a coupon at Harbor Freight, so we was able to save about $100 on it. So let's go over. We're going to unbox it and put it together and see how it works. I'm not sure we'll do this in 1, 2, or 3 videos, but we'll see how it goes. If it gets too long, then we'll just make another one. First, we got to get it off the cart or off the truck. So here's the side of it. And of course, my wife picked it up. She said it weighed 500 pounds. Well, if you look at the sticker on it, working load is 500 pounds. It only weighs 159 pounds. So I was wondering how I'm going to get this thing off. But now I think I can get off, because I'm thinking it's probably going to be in a couple pieces. I don't know. It might be one solid piece. Won't know till we get the cover off. So let me see what we're going to need here for parts. I think just a knife and we'll cut it open. I think we might be able to take the cover off. So let me go ahead and set the camera up so you guys can watch what I'm doing. And here's where it's at. We'll put it in the truck we've been working on. So we'll get that going. So let me come back when I get it all set up. That was easy. Well, it looked like the leg would just lift right off. Okay, there's a shelf. Here's another shelf. Those are fairly heavy shelves, so nice and substantial. Okay, no wheels on it, so those are going to be inside. Oh, we got the right side here to get the side of here. Here's a handle that goes on, I think probably down at that end. And there's some bolts and 2 keys. And brackets for the gas tanks. Brackets for something else, not sure exactly what. The chains for the tanks. Instruction manual, how to put it together. The bottom one is just a lid that flips up. It's kind of a little hard to pull out. This top one, no, you probably can't see it too well. This top tray has some dividers in it for putting like other consumables or something in there, your tips and different things like that. And in the door, which is locked, there are some shells in there. That's just an empty one. That's just an empty drawer, and this here is just a bay. For like I can put my toolboxes in there with parts in it or something like that. And let me see here. Here's the manual for it. Here's the keys. We go ahead and pull the keys out, and I'll open that up. And then the door, there's spots you can put stuff in here. And down below, here, some more boxes. Yeah, let's see what's in here. Well, we'll figure out what it is here real soon. Front wheels, locking wheels. Yep, both front locking wheels. And I imagine this box should be the back wheels. Yep, there's the back wheels. Okay. I have a feeling that these probably go in here like that. So we'll get it figured out. We'll look at the directions actually, see what they say. Those should be nice wheels to move around on the ground. We're going to take a quick look at the directions. Sometimes it's easier to look at the directions. Some things it should be self-explanatory, but you never know. Yeah, that plate goes, that bolts down under here, and here's the wheels is at, and this is where you put your tanks. Two little things over here for hooking your wires on. Your handle goes on this side, and kind of nice to have a picture of how it's supposed to go together. Pretty decent directions. Shows how well it goes on. That's it. For the manual, there's parts break out in case you need a replacement part. I'm going to go ahead and put this back in the drawer. Now, seeing how this has got all that stuff out of it, it should be a little bit lighter. And I'm going to want to get this down out of here because it's assembled. I don't want to take it down. So I'm going to go ahead and try and pull this off the truck. Now it's just sitting on this pallet, so ratchet strap out of the way. Get all the parts over here. Okay, we'll use the tailgate as a workbench here, and I think we'll probably put the bottom one on first, but let's go ahead and see what the directions say. Of course, you got to have all kinds of precautions, tell you not to do stupid stuff. You get stupid results. Okay, it looks like we attached the casters first. Let me go up and get some wrenches. Alright, I flipped it upside down so that I can get to them. These are threaded in here, and these are the casters that go on here. And they'll go on right here. And of course this swivels. And let's set the other one on here. Right there. Now in the package, there's these bolts and washers and lock washers, and those go on there next. And they're going to go on the bolt and the lock washer, then the washer is the order they're going to go on. Go ahead and open this up. Oh, caught that one when I'm trying to roll away. So we go lock washer and washer on each one. We'll go ahead and set them all up. Alright, we got a 14mm socket. Let's go ahead and get these started. these other ones started. Now we have those wheels on. Now let's look at the bottom plate. That's probably the next thing it's going to tell us to put on. I'm going to see if there's 3 holes here and 3 holes here, and we have aligning holes here. Let's see what these are. These are going to be for a screwdriver. Now, one started. Second one started. What I'm doing is I'm holding it like this, holding on and putting the screwdriver through there, and then kind of guide it and then get it started. Okay, that is on. These up, put these back over here. Now, if you look, the next thing is the wheels. So we'll put those on. They have some fancy nuts for these. And the way you put them on is going to put the lock washer on first. And then the washer. And then one of these cap nuts. Size 13 millimeter. That didn't look right. Looked at the picture and I got it backwards. Washer goes on, then lock washer, and then the cap. Didn't look right with that big gap in there. Sure enough, I did it wrong. There we go. Dropping everything on the ground. At least they're shiny. Okay, now to turn it back up on its wheels. Not rolling too bad on the dirt. All right, if you look in here, the next thing they're showing putting the holders for the gas tanks on. So let's turn this around. See what we're doing here. And there's 4 holes here for it. I thought about moving it because I got just short tanks. For the oxygen, the acetylene, the argon mix, and the straight argon, the TIG and the MIG. So what I may end up doing is putting a little platform in here to bring them up because this is where they hold on. Okay, so we have that and that. And then what do we have in this one? Stuff that probably goes out the other end. And we're going to attach these with 4 of these screws like we use, because this is threaded here. And they're going to go in through these little holes here. Grab my screwdriver. Start them a little easier. They don't show it yet, but the chains that hook into here go around your bottle to hold them from falling off. Because last thing you want to do is have your tank fall off. So now we'll turn it around and this is solid for like putting your tubes of consumable welding rods in. So let's go ahead and turn this around so you can see us bolting them on. All right, I have 2 holes here, 2 here, 2 here, and 2 here. And there's 4 of these. I think these probably go here. That's what it looks like on the picture. So let's take, oh no, these actually go on the back of the cabinet. You're putting your rods and stuff in the back. So let's go ahead and put those on next. Yep, there we go. Got 2 holes here, 2 holes here, 2 here. So, oh, there's a hole there. So these will go on here. This is going to be a little bit more of a challenge. So I'm going to put them in them holes. We'll put this down. Now, let's see, I don't know if you can see the bottom of what I'm doing down here. Let's go and tilt the camera down a little bit more. There we go. So there's two holes down here. And this is the bottom one. It'll hold your welding rods. Let's get them started. And if you never notice, there's different size holes in there. And now we'll do the top one. That one will be a little bit easier, I think. Just open and get to it. And that one goes in these 2 holes up here. So what I'm going to do is I kind of pull the pressure on this one so it don't fall out. Put the screwdriver on this one and go ahead and get it started. Oh, and it still fell out. But we can get it back in. There, put your tubes down through here, holds it at the bottom. Got your sticks right here, nice and handy. Next step. Okay, you can see it very well, but we've got 2 go on the back and 2 go on the side. And they give us 4 for wrapping your cables around. I know I do that wrong. So far I've been kind of impressed on how well it's going together and how good the parts fit. Lots of times you get stuff that, well, on the cheaper side, and you never know what kind of stuff you're going to get out of them. And now for the handle, there's 4 of these left. I'm assuming those would be the ones for the handle. I don't think I put in there yet. Those screws there. Check this handle out. Pretty good. That would be really weird to use. Oh, that's why these are. Need to get a wrench out now. 10 millimeter. The other one started. Get most of the way snug with my fingers. Just till they get a little bit snug, and then I'll go back and tighten them up later. But okay, there's that one tight. There it is, all assembled. Actually kind of impressed with it. It's you know, not you know, the big name brands or anything. It's Harbor Freight, but it's their Vulcon line, which is pretty good, I guess. I'd rather have it in blue, but that's a different story. All right, now let's move this around. in here is where these shells go. I don't know if there's more than one spot for each one or not. We'll check it out. Okay, I don't know if you can see it too well. Oh yeah, you can probably see it better on the camera. See, there's a slot there. There's 4 different places you can put it depending on how much you need for each one. So I'm just going to stick them in, you know, on the second one and the bottom one for now, just to put them in here. And then when I start putting stuff in here, I'll figure out what needs to go where and where I need to put them. So we'll go ahead and install those in. Oh, you can set the camera back up here. I don't know if these drawers are supposed to lock or not. They don't appear that they do. We can lock this. Let's try it. See if by locking this. I don't think it does that. But yeah, these aren't locking drawers here, but that's not locking. So if you want to lock anything up, you'd have to just lock this up. So this would be where you'd put the stuff that you want to have locked up. But I think most of what I'm doing, it's not going to be sitting out where people can get to it. I'm probably going to just leave it unlocked most of the time. Just because I don't need it that way. I might, well, moving it in. Yeah, I may lock it, just moving it around, just so it stays closed. But here's, kind of do a little walk around of it finished. So there it is. With the place to wrap your cords around over here. The handle to move it around. On the back, another spot for more handles, and you can put your rods in here. And then over here is where the tanks go, and there's 2 chains. Let me go ahead and put the chains on so you can see how those go on. Really simple. You go in here, wrap it around your tank so that would hold the tank in there. So I'm just going to put these on here now like this. There we go. My tanks are only about this tall, so they won't fasten into here. But I'll set something down here. Maybe I'll build a little platform to raise them up and give me some extra storage for stuff underneath there. Overall, I'm pretty impressed with the way it turned out. It's going to be really nice to have this. I can move this around. It moves around pretty easy on the dirt here, so that's going to help a lot on there. So they say it's a 500-pound working limit, which means I can put about 500 pounds on here. And here's some information on the top shelf, 160 pounds. Drawer A, the top one, 40 pounds. The next 2 down, 80 pounds. The cabinet shelf, 40 pounds. The door bin, 5 pounds each. And helmet cabinet, 40 pounds. And then cylinders up to 2 9-inch cylinders. I don't have 9-inch cylinders, but I don't do that much in order to warrant one of those bigger tanks. But I may, you know, if it's getting more welding, I'll just get a bigger acetylene tank and get bigger ones. But right now, I just need the smaller ones. So I don't go through them that much. So that's the cabinet, and that's our next our project here. Now I think I'll do another video. We're a little about a half hour or so, just putting the cabinet together. Then I'll do another video on how we're setting it up, what we're putting on here, and how we're setting it all up. So stay tuned for that one. That'll come up. Make sure you like and subscribe so you can be notified when I put on another video. And thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.